6. You stay in the sing once you find your page. Here we go. I have found his grace is all complete. He supplieth every need. While I sit and learn at Jesus' feet, I am free, yes, free indeed. It is joy unspeakable and full of glory, full of glory, full of glory. It is joy unspeakable and full of glory. Oh, the half has never yet been told. I have found the pleasure I once craved. It is joy and peace within. What a wondrous blessing, I am saved from the awful gulf of sin. It is joy unspeakable and full of glory, full of glory, full of glory. It is joy unspeakable and full of glory. Oh, the half has never yet been told. Last verse. I have found the joy no tongue can tell, how its waves of glory roll. It is like a great o'erflowing well springing up within my soul. It is joy unspeakable and full of glory, full of glory, full of glory. It is joy unspeakable and full of glory. Oh, the half has never yet been told. Thank you. Have a seat. Let's go to the Lord in prayer. Does anybody have a spoken prayer request? It's been a couple of years since she's gone back and back for tests, hasn't it? Has she? Has she? It may not be the right place to say it, but has she tried Dr. Thax down here at Cicero? That might be an alternative thing. He does alternative medicine. He's a chiropractic doctor, but I don't know if y'all remember this story or not, but about 12 years ago, 14 years ago, now I'd been to him for my back, but Tammy had gotten sick where she was doubled over in pain over and over several times within. She was in the emergency room 3 times in 2 weeks, and they couldn't find it. They were running the same tests. Well, she's not pregnant. Well, we knew that because you did the same test last week. And it was $1,000 every time she walked in the door because of her insurance. And like we paid the first $1,000. So 3 weeks later, we owed him $3,000. Had no answer. Doubled over in pain, just hurting so bad. And we went out there, and I said, "Well, let's try this," because he'd helped me a lot with my back, and it's not just a chiropractic adjustments; it's an alternative medicine, and I know he helps with the football teams and stuff. But um, yeah, he does. He does. He does. Well, the stuff he gave me for my back is like I don't know, it's ground up chicken feet or something, or I don't know what it is, but it's smells bad, just swallow as fast as you can. Okay. But it worked. It helped. So maybe Tracy could try something like that. It's doctors, because sometimes the doctors can't help, and sometimes it's not a medical issue that they know how to. They know to check for this, and what do they do from there? So she may want to. Okay, we'll keep her in our prayers, and I highly recommend him. If you tell him that we send her out there to see him. All right, anybody else with a spoken request? Right. Okay. Anybody else? All right. Pray for Bruce and Patty. With the health tests. And I think Patty had to go to the doctor. Had no test today, if I remember right. She was going back to the doctor again. She's here tonight, but she had no test. I think, if I remember correctly, back to the doctor again today for a radiologist to see a radiologist about something. All right. Anybody else? Any unspoken request? Something you want to pray about? Not to mention out loud. Okay, let's go. We'll pray to. Hey, Heavenly Father, thank you for your love and mercy you've given us to us. Thank you for meeting every need. We praise you, Lord, for you give us to us. And we pray that you'll bless each one of these situations. I pray for especially the spoken request for Patty, Bruce, and for Tracy, that the doctor go to find her. And if they can't find help, we know that you're the great physician. You can give her healing in her body. And same with Michelle, Lord. And we know that there's medication that works if the doctors will, if that insurance will allow her to take the same medication that we know that helps her. But if the insurance will not deny that, we know that you give healing, Lord, and we ask that you give her healing in this situation and help her body to accept the medication that could help, they're supposed to help. I pray that you'll work in these situations. And we thank you for your love and mercy. Thank you, Jesus, for dying on the cross for us. And I pray that you bless all of our classes tonight, bless all the kids' classes tonight, and that all the teaching will bring honor and glory to you. In Jesus' name we ask, amen. I'm going to get right into the lesson, and then we're going to dismiss probably by 7:30. And if you would like to go upstairs to help with the kids, they're sanding the cars, and there's more kids than there are workers to help. So if you want to help, if you're interested in helping with that, tonight they're sanding their cars. Next Wednesday and the following Wednesday they're supposed to be painting their cars. I just realized I don't have my wallet. I wonder where it's at. I want to stick that microphone and that thing in my wallet in my pocket. And I said, I wonder where my wallet's at. I hope I don't need it tonight. I hope we didn't lose it in the van. I hope the kids don't have it. I wonder why those kids wanted us to drop them off at 7-Eleven. One of them gave me a hug. Now we know why, right? Okay. Pray for my wallet to be found. Okay, 1 Kings chapter 2. We'll get right into this. I'll tell you a little bit of the story. Let's go ahead and read first. 1 Kings chapter 2, we'll start in verse 1. And it came to pass when the Lord would take up Elijah into heaven by a whirlwind, when Elijah went with Elisha from Gilgal. And Elijah said unto Elisha, Tarry here, I pray thee, for the Lord has sent me to Bethel. And Elisha said unto him, As the Lord liveth, and as thy soul liveth, I will not leave thee. So they went down to Bethel. And the sons of the prophets that were in Bethel came forth to Elisha, and said unto him, Knowest thou that the Lord will take away thy master from thy head today? And he said, Yea, I know it, hold ye your peace. And Elijah said unto him, Elisha, tarry here, I pray thee, for the Lord has sent me to Jericho. And he said, As the Lord liveth, and as thy soul liveth, I will not leave thee. So they came to Jericho. And the sons of the prophets that were at Jericho came to Elisha, and said unto him, Knowest thou that the Lord will take away thy master from thy head today? And he answered, Yea, I know it, hold ye your peace. And Elijah said unto him, Tarry, I pray thee here, for the Lord has sent me to Jordan. And he said, As the Lord liveth, and as thy soul liveth, I will not leave thee. And they two went on. And 50 men of the sons of the prophets went and stood to view afar off, and they too stood by Jordan. And Elijah took his mantle, that's like his outer coat, and Elijah took his mantle and wrapped it together and smote the waters, and they were divided hither and thither, so that they two went over on dry ground. And it came to pass, when they were gone over there, Elijah said unto Elisha, Ask what I shall do for thee, before I be taken away from thee. And Elisha said, I pray thee, let a double portion of thy spirit be upon me. And he said, Thou hast asked a hard thing. Nevertheless, if thou see me when I am taken from thee, it shall be so unto thee, but if not, it shall not be. And it came to pass, As they still went on and talked, that behold, there appeared a chariot of fire and horses of fire, and departed them both asunder. And Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven. Stop reading right there. Okay? Did we lose a page? Is that what we're looking for? Marcia, turn around. So in 2 Kings chapter 2, I don't know if I had to pronounce it. Huh? Did I say 1 Kings? It's 2 Kings. I'm sorry. Did y'all catch up with this? Want me to read the whole thing again? But yet I'll tell the story, okay? In 1 Kings chapter 19, God told Elijah, I want you to go to this man and anoint him king over Syria. I want you to go to this man and anoint him king over Israel. And I want you to go to Elijah now. God's talking to Elijah. He's the one who prayed that it wouldn't rain. It didn't rain for 3 years. He's the one who called down fire from heaven and consumed the sacrifice in front of all the prophets of Baal. Told Elijah, I want you to go and anoint in 1 Kings 19. This is like, I don't know how many, I don't know if this is a year before, 2 years, or 10 years before this. It hadn't been very long. And God told Elijah, I want you to go anoint Elisha, that he will be the prophet in your stead. When you die, when I take you away, Elisha is going to take your place as everybody's preacher. Okay? So Elisha wants to go with Elijah, and Elijah says, I'm going to this city. And Elisha says, wherever you're going, I'm going with you. And so they went there, and when they got there, the sons of the prophets, that's all the preacher boys, that's all these young preachers that think they know everything. Okay? I remember this. I don't know if I was this way maybe I was when I was a young preacher boy. But all these young preachers think they know everything. So all these young preachers run up to Elisha and said, they're walking down, Elijah and Elisha are walking, and they might separate a few, but don't you know that God's going to take your preacher away from you today? I mean, we all know this, that God's going to take Elijah from you today. And Elisha says, hold your peace. I know it. Okay? I know what's happening. So, and Elijah says, come on. He said, Elisha, stay here. I got to go to Jordan. I got to go to the next place. Or I got to go to Bethel next. And so they get there, and all the preacher boys run up to Elisha and say, didn't you know that today's the day? How do they know? Somehow they all know. Elijah knows, Elisha knows, and all the preacher boys know that this is the day that they think Elijah's going to die, but he doesn't die. Okay? He's taken away, but he doesn't die. He's taken up in a whirlwind. And all the preacher boys run up to Elisha and say, this is the day. Do you know today's the day Elijah's going to be taken from you? Knowest thou, let me read it for you. Knowest thou that the Lord take away thy master from thy head today? And he said, yea, I know it. Hold ye your peace. I want to talk to you tonight just for a few minutes on, yea, I know it. Hold you your peace. You ever have someone come to you and tell something that's obvious? Okay? Hey, you got a flat tire. Yeah, I know that. Okay? Yeah, how do you like for someone to walk up to you and say, hey, you ripped your pants. Yeah, I know that. Okay? Someone sees you break a tool. You ever break a tool? Say, that didn't work. No kidding. Okay? Hold your peace. You don't have to tell Captain Obvious. You don't have to tell me that I broke something. Okay? I know that I broke something. Okay? I don't know if it's ever happened. Charlie walks in the door, and the house is filled with smoke. And Michelle's got the windows open, fans trying to blow the smoke out. And it smells like what was going to be a pot roast or something, and it's now mostly ashes. The burnt heifer, you might call it, about she was offering a sacrifice to God. It's a sweet smell to God, but everyone else thinks that's awful strong. And you walk in, it smells like you burned supper. I'm like, yeah, I think it is. Yeah, obviously, okay. But then sometimes it's something serious. And someone says, like these preacher boys walking up to Elisha saying, Elijah's going to take it for you today. Yeah, I know. You don't tell me. I know that. Or someone says, you don't have enough money to buy something. Or you want to buy something, you need to buy something. And like I joked about, I don't have my wallet tonight. I have no idea where it's at. Hopefully it's at the house. Hopefully we don't need gas in the van on the way home. Maybe Rebecca will have some cash. Someone says, you don't have enough money. Yeah, I know that. Okay? Or you're too whatever. Okay? Obvious something's wrong. Okay? Sometimes we get in the flesh. And we just want to say, shut up. Okay? Or we just want to tell somebody, hold your peace. Okay? Just hold your bunch of tongue. I know it. You don't have to tell me. You did that wrong. I know it. You don't have to tell me. You got a flat tire. No kidding. Okay? Okay. There are people in America, I think, I listen to stuff all the time when I'm driving down the road that kind of bother, it eats at me. There are people in America that hate America. And you think really, Brother John, they hate America. They hate the founding of our country. They want to blame America first. There's people today that will blame the politicians and say the hurricane that is sort of hitting Florida and now the Carolinas or whatever that's going to hit was going to be Category 5, now Category 2. When they said it was going to be Category 5, they wanted to blame the politicians for it. Okay, you heard some of the stuff on the radio or on TV, and they want to blame America for the problems that we've created. Okay, I want to say hold your peace. You got it wrong. Hold your peace. There's people that I listen to all the time or have conversation with. They're just bitter on life, and they want to tell you obvious things. Okay, and I want to say hold your peace. You don't say it. There are unsuccessful people. I went to Sunday school classes Sunday morning. Some of you were in here, some of you weren't in here. Sunday school, and our lesson was on one thing and different. A lot of times in Sunday school class, we get off on little rabbit trails and everybody has their comments. And sometimes it goes exactly with the lesson. Sometimes it gets off on things. And PR made a statement about business, about he does some things in an unconventional way. That his business, I think he looks at his business has been successful. He does things, he doesn't do the way things everybody else does the business. He doesn't run his business in the same way. And even, I guess an accountant or someone told him he wasn't doing things the same way. They don't think it's going to work. Well, people tell you something can't be done, okay? And if it can't be done, okay? I don't need to hear their voice. Just like the preacher boys run up to Elisha saying, Elijah's going to be, your master's going to be taken away. Elisha says, hold your peace. I don't need to hear you, okay? I know what's going to happen. I know what to do. Okay, now. Elijah says to Elisha 3 times in the story we just read, you don't have to go with me. Okay? You can stay here. I'm going to Bethel. You stay here. Or I'm going down to Jordan, and you stay here. I'm going. You just stay here. And Elisha says, because he knows what's going to happen, I'm going with you no matter where you go. Okay? Scripture says, be not weary in well doing, when due season we shall reap if we faint not. Everybody needs, I think, the encouraging words that says, you can do it. Okay? Rather than the words that someone run up, stick a camera in your face or stick a microphone in your face, or someone who gets in your face and tells you something that you're doing wrong. Okay? I'm all for telling people when they're doing something that they're doing something wrong. If they're doing wrong, I get this right way of doing it, wrong way of doing it. I said this 100 times too. When I was a kid playing football, I couldn't stand the coach that would yell at me. Okay? We had a coach that was really loud. If he was yelling at somebody here, you could hear him at the high school. I mean, he was really, in my thinking, he was just too loud. There's nobody, and we got helmets on, but they got holes in the side. We can hear what you're saying. We're not deaf, okay? You can yell all you want to, but all you got to do is tell me what I'm supposed to do, and I'll do it. And I like maybe I was that way because that's the way my dad did it. Son, I want you to do this, and there's no yelling. If you need an explanation, I'll give you an explanation. I want you to pick that up and move it, take it over there. And that's the end of it. That's all you're supposed to do. Yes, sir, and go do what you're supposed to do. Same way with football. That I want you, if you got this position, you can't see that mic. If you got this position and you're supposed to knock that guy on his rear end, then that is your job to knock. If he can get to the quarterback because you didn't knock him down, then you didn't do your job. So my job was to knock that guy down. Of course, then I got in trouble because I was the nice guy. Here, let me head back up. Yeah, being a nice guy about it. Hey, sorry about that, pal. And he told me to do it. Okay. Then Elijah says to Elisha, what do you want? I mean, just the 2 of them now. There's 50 other guys that are watching and see what's going to happen. Okay? But Elijah, that's the older preacher, says to the younger preacher, what do you want? He said, I want a double portion of your spirit. I want what you have, I just want more of it. I want to double. He's performed several miracles. But I don't know if he's talking about the miracles. He may have been talking about miracles. He said, whatever you got, I want to be filled with it, be doing exactly what you're doing. I want more of what you have inside of me. What's inside of you, I want inside of me to go through me to work through people and help people. And the way you've done this, because Elisha has watched Elijah all his life. Okay? So he says, what do you want? He wants a double portion. So Elijah says to Elisha, we come to the river, we'll cross the river, the Jordan River. He takes his overcoat off, his mantle, that's the outer garment. He swipes it. He said, he swipes the river and those parts of the water, and those go across on dry ground. And he said, when I go up, if you see me go up, and you get my mantle, I drop my mantle, you grab the mantle, then you'll get this, what you asked for. Of course, it happens exactly that way. A chariot of fire comes down between them, separates the two of them. Whirlwind takes up Elijah. He takes his jacket, his coat, mantle, and drops it to Elisha. Elisha grabs it. And on his way back through, he comes back to the Jordan River again. Now he's on the other side of the Jordan, but there's 50 preacher boys up on the mountain watching him. Okay? He says, where's the Lord God of Elijah? He takes his mantle and smacks the water separates, and he walks across on dry ground, and he says, just like Elijah. Okay? I go about 3 statements. Pay attention to those who have done something. Charlie, you're a teacher. You can remember as being a student the teachers that impacted your life and made you think, I want to be a teacher. Because that person taught me something that mattered, or it stuck with me. Or Marshall started cutting hair. I'm sure there's people that just buzzed people's heads and got done in 3 seconds and say, okay, you're next. But there's other people that said, you had done and said, man, I wish I could do that, right? And you wanted to listen to or learn from the people that could do what they're doing, right? The people that were successful at what they're doing. There's always the people that always want to run up and you get in your face and tell you what to do. But if they haven't done it, then why do you want to listen to what they're doing, what they're saying? Yeah, does that make sense? Okay? We had a guy come work for us about 15 years ago now. He was a salesman, and we hired him as a salesman. He had a master's degree in marketing. He graduated top of his class from Marshall University. He knew how to sell. Okay? You'd think this guy would know how to sell. So they hired him in as a salesman. They cut off 10% or so of my business. And they gave it to this guy. And they said, I took him with me. I said, you want to go see these customers? I took him down to see one of our customers. And it's a good chunk of business. The salesman knew how to pass the test at college. But he couldn't walk through that door right there. He couldn't walk in that door and hand the person a business card. He couldn't do it. He knew how to. By principle, he knew. He'd be the person to get in your face and tell you how you're supposed to do it. Okay? We're hiring another guy right now. That guy left us where he was they dismissed him after about a year because he wouldn't go see people. I don't like those people. What? Nobody likes you either, so he kind of goes along with it. We're hiring another guy right now, another salesman. We've gone through about 10, 12 salesmen in the last 25 years. We're hiring another guy right now. He said, I know how to do this. I'll be selling more than you in a month. Okay, hope so. If you sell more than me in a month, I can. I know how much I can bring with it. And it's fine. And I don't want to get in his face and say, you can't. Got to joke with him. He's a nice guy. I guess I joke with him. I say, I use the verse that Ahab said to the Syrian king back in 1 Kings 18 or something like that. He said, don't boast as a man putting his bridle on, or putting his harness on his horse. Don't boast as a man putting it on as if he's taking it off. That means you can boast after the game, but don't boast before the game. And I told that salesman that. I said, you can tell me what you're going to do, but no one's going to believe it until you do. All right? You can get people's faces and tell how wonderful you are, Mr. Salesman. Everyone's going to buy from me. And you can do that if you want to. I would rather see the Elijahs and say, I know what that guy has. I want that. When Tam and I were 19 years old, we got married. About that same time, Preacher and Becky came to our church. And Preacher, they were the only other family that lived in Sissonville area that went to our church in town. And so I met up with them, became good friends with them. But there's something inside of me. He was 10 years older than I was. something inside of him that made me think, I want what he had, whatever it is he has. There's something different about him. He walked with God. We sat there listening to preaching tapes all the time, or albums at that time, and listen to that stuff and read the Bible and ask questions and go back over stuff all the time. And something says, he's got something I want. Okay. There's other people that want to get in your face and tell you what to do, and there's somebody else who's doing it and say, they got like the Elijah that says, I want what Elijah has. I want to do what Elijah does. Okay? Whether it's business, or how you raise your family, or how you affect your grandchildren or great-grandchildren, the impact that you have on them, whatever it is, you say, okay, do I listen to the voices that's just going to agitate me enough to say, where I'm saying shut up or hold your peace? You're not supposed to say shut up, that's an impolite term. Okay. Are you going to listen to the voices of the people who are going to agitate you? Or are you going to listen to the voice of the people that says, this is what I did that worked. Come go this way. Okay? Let's go this way. Okay. Follow the others who serve. They did it. You can do it. You can serve in the same capacity or a greater, as Elisha did in a greater capacity. And expect God to do something. Because Jesus said, according to your faith, so be it unto you. You expect God to do something. Say, okay, I want to serve. I don't want to listen to the voices of other people that get in my face and tell me something. I want to see the person serving and serve like they serve. Does that make sense? Okay? Everybody that knows successful business, look at somebody that says, he's doing it, I can do it too. Okay? Every Sunday school teacher or deacon or servant in a church has looked at somebody else and says, they're doing it. I want what they're doing. Like Elisha did with Elijah. Okay? Or just like picking up kids on the bus. There's a little boy that's here tonight, Kason. Good. He's a good kid, 7 years old, maybe. We picked his mother up probably 23 years ago. Okay? When she was about that same age. She's a couple years older than Rebecca. She I don't know how old she was, maybe 30 years old. So she was probably about 7 or 8 years old when we started picking her up. Okay? The reason we pick up kids and bring them to church is because 38 years ago, when Tammy and I got saved, there was a guy came to our church named Tommy. He says, let's get a bus and go pick up kids. Okay? Tommy just went out and loved on kids and said, come on, go to Sunday school with us. And he did. Okay? And those kids, now we run into them as adults, or see them as adults. One of those kids, who's now 40-some years old, his son came to Bible school. Okay? Well, John, does it work? Yeah, it works. Just by going out. Just by going out and saying, let's go with us. Okay? All right. Whatever you're doing in life, especially in your walk with God, you can have people that yell at you and tell you, like the coach who's young who's not doing it. Or you can look at the person who did it and say, I want to do what they did. I want to do what they did. I want twice as much of what they did. Okay? Miss Joe wanted twice as much. Now she's got 12 kids on Sunday morning. It's like, they don't fit in that room, right? I need more books. Great. Okay? To all these kids. Yeah, it's great. Okay? All right. Any questions? Who do you listen to? The person that's doing it or the person who yells at you? Okay? All right. Let's pray. Thank you, Lord, for loving us. I pray that you help us be the Christians we are to be. Every area of our life, we want to bring honor and glory to you. I pray that you're blessing our classes with the kids. So all of our kids will get saved, and all of the parents will come to the race in a couple of weeks to see the kids. And then we ought to get the gospel out to the parents and see the parents saved too. Use us as a blessing to those around us. Not to be the people who get in someone's face and tell them, don't you know, that they want to hold up the face and say, get away. Hold up the hand and say, get away. But we'll be the ones that say, come with us. The people want to come. Help us be the Elijahs of our community. Use us for your glory. In Jesus' name we ask. Amen. Thanks for coming out tonight. If you can help upstairs or you want to help upstairs, you're welcome to help. If you don't want to help, you just have fellowship here for a few minutes, because a few minutes we'll be done. Last group just went up, and they'll be up there for about 10 minutes, I think.